Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Michelle Ellis, here to give you the weather forecast for this week. So let's begin with what the current conditions are looking like in Fort Collins. As we can see, it's cloudy and we're going to see a low chance of rain, about 24%. I did feel some raindrops before this, so there might be a chance about 24%. Right now it's about 41 degrees and those temperatures are expected to drop into the mid-30s this evening. And the sunset did set not too long ago, about 5:55 in the evening, and we're going to feel a light breeze coming in from the southeast, And some other things we're going to see as the beginning of November starts, we are going to really be feeling those temperatures drop. As we transition into winter, we question, why does it snow so much in Colorado? As the wind moves from the west, from the Pacific Ocean, that wind carries a source of moisture, which when added with the upward wind motion that the Rocky Mountains create, brings in cold fronts throughout the region that carry snowfall with it. The mountains are going to be getting some more snow than the eastern plains because of its higher elevation. Although it may not be snowing in Fort Collins right now, we are going to see a little snow throughout the rest of Colorado. In Vail and Telluride, they have a chance of snow in the evening. In Vail, the National Weather Service did issue a winter weather advisory, meaning that the weather conditions in this area can impact the road conditions. So if you're traveling down I-70, that's something that you should be aware of. As we move to the eastern plains, we're going to see that it does cool down into the high 20s and even to the low 30s. And as we move down, we're going to see that we're going to hit in the mid 30s, even the high 30s in Denver. As we move into the mountain range, we're going to start to see it cool down a bit in this area. It's going to hit to the mid 20s and low 20s. And here we're going to see that it starts to warm up in Grand Junction to about 38 degrees and Craig hitting 34. But will it be this cold tomorrow? Let's take a look. As we can see throughout the rest of Colorado, it's going to warm up just a bit into the mid 50s on average. We're going to see that it's about higher 50s up here, and then even Pueblo hitting the low 60s. In the eastern plains, we're going to see that it's a high 50s and even getting into the high 40s. As we move into the mountain range, it'll cool down a bit with Vail getting down to 44 and even Telluride getting to 45 degrees. It warms up a bit in Grand Junction, about 50, but otherwise it'll be into the mid or high 50s. Let's now see what Fort Collins has in store for tomorrow. As we can see, it's going to be sunny and some partly cloudy conditions, and there's a low chance of rain, about 12%, and we're going to feel a light breeze coming in from the southeast at about 6 miles an hour. As we can see, it's going to be in the high 50s tomorrow, and in the evening, it's going to cool down to about 30 degrees. And as we take a look at the rest of the week, we're going to see similar temperatures. As it's going to be the high 50s on Wednesday, and it's going to cool down in the evening to 30 degrees. Throughout the week, we're going to see that the wind's going to have a light breeze between 5 and 10 miles an hour, but we're going to have a pretty low chance of rain. As we move through Wednesday and Friday, we're going to see it starts to warm up a bit into the low to higher 60s, but in the evening, it's still going to be pretty chilly with the 30s. And as we move into the weekend, it starts to warm up a little bit into the high 60s, but on average, we're going to see that the evening is going to have low to mid 30s and even getting a little warmer into the higher 30s on Saturday and Sunday. Now, everybody, that is all I have for weather for you this evening, but stay tuned because there's more news after this.